On to you, Leos. So a lot of you Leos, um, you have the Leo. So you have the Strength, which is Leo, the the King of Cups, and then you have the Eight of Wands. Very ironic, right? Very profound, right? Strength card, and we're talking about Leo. Strength card represents Leo, first card out. So, um, I'm seeing that a lot of you Leos are very popular right now because the Strength card and the King of Cups and the Eight of Wands, a lot of you Leos are resisting certain urges. You're resisting the urge, some of you, to get with somebody. We'll get deeper into it, but resisting the urge to be in a relationship, resisting the urge to do certain things that pop into your head, right? Resisting that type of urge. And so what's happening here is that the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles right here represents how a lot of you Leos are staying focused on what you got to do and staying away from urges that just pop into your head about some of the things that you want to do, specifically relationships, specifically just doing anything that feels good. Because what I'm saying here is that because the Strength card represents restraint, and it represents knowing that you can pretty much do whatever you want and being in positions to do what you want, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you will actually do it. The King of Cups and the Eight of Wands, being in control of your emotions, right? Not emotionally just doing what you want to do. The Eight of Wands, saying no to those things, paying attention to, knowing when you have urges, right? The King of Cups, knowing how to be emotionally disciplined, to just be disciplined in general. And the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, staying focused and understanding that, what would happen if, this is New York, what would happen if you were to ever lose control, right? Basically, you understand that you have to be disciplined because you have to remain disciplined is what I'm referring to. You already are. But I'm saying that you understand that, again, like I said before, with more money, more problems, because you Leos have more leeway and revenue to do what you want. That's part of the problem aspect of the more money, more problems. Because what a lot of the times people don't talk about is when you get money and when you have things going your way, you will get more of urges to just do the things that you want. You're such at emotional peak, right? That if you don't mind that, you will just do a lot of different things. And so there has to come discipline with that, because you don't want to just do anything, right? Just anything. You want to be able to where you stay disciplined and you control your destiny. You understand that the things that you do choose to do has to be constructive for you. It has to build you up. It can't tear you down. It has to build you up. And so you have to be, and again, you have to be very wise. You have to have a certain level of in other words, you have to have a certain level of wisdom that's well beyond your years, well beyond even your lived experience, so to speak, right? Enough for you to understand that you're not going to do certain things and you're not going to do this and you're not going to do that. Because if you Leos didn't have that, you would be in a worse place. And I'm not saying that you Leos are in a bad place. What I'm saying is you Leos are actually in a very good place. That's the reason why it is that you could even be in a specific situation where you're making money and things are going your way. And because of that, you're being tempted to actually just do anything, right? That kind of stuff happens the most when you're in a good position. It doesn't really happen when you're in a bad position, because you and your body knows it's time to settle down, put your nose to the grindstone, and focus. So you don't necessarily have that problem with that, but you do tend to usually, and not just you, anyone tends to have that problem when things are actually going exceptionally well. Now you just have these different things that you want to do because I'm at the top, right? So now it's time to celebrate. And so a lot of you Leos are very focused and disciplined, right? The Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Swords right here represents, you Leos may even have people that you may, I guess, know that may be trying to put you into that temptation. And you Leos are like, nah, you're seeing different aspects of them that you don't like. And so you Leos are probably going to stay away from them because you understand that, if you don't humble down and stay humble, right? Everybody now wants to talk about being humbled as a bad thing. See, everyone needs to be humble. Everybody wants to, see, this is the problem with slang and all this other type of goofy nonsense sometimes. It get out of hand. Now people take being humbled as an insult. Like, oh, the person humbled me down, they humbled me down. Everybody needs to be humble, because again, LL Cool J said it on an episode of First We Feast Hot Wings, right? Hot Wings. He said it. He said, ego is not your amigo. Humility is a superpower. That's how he's been able to maintain his wealth for such a long amount of time. Capricorn. And LL Cool J is a Capricorn. So he's about making his coins. And so, he talked about it that, like, being humble is the best thing that you can really do. And, soak that up, because it's the truth. Everybody, people these days, they now take being humbled as an insult. But why is it an insult? It's one of the most powerful things that any person can use, no matter who it is, me, you, no matter who it is, because their humility is what keeps you safe. Their humility is what keeps you powerful. The humility of it. Their humility is what makes it so that, it's not your ego. Your humility keeps you safe. And you kept safe by walking straight into the lion's den. It's paradoxical. It doesn't make perfect sense immediately. You have to experience it and live it, and then you basically get a better understanding as to why. The reason why is because you Leos understand that, hey, you have a great opportunity going on right now, and things are going your way. And again, you're dealing with all of the accoutrements, all of the pitfalls and issues that come with great opportunities. The fact that people want to hang out with you Leos for the money. The fact that you have people who, they'll come to you acting like friends. They'll come to you acting like they want to be so tight-knit with you on some romantic relationship type stuff. Another aspect of things going your way is the urges, the things now that you're in a position to get the things that you want, and you have little resistance because you have more money, you have this, you have positioning, you have this. What are you actually going to do with that? You could listen to your immediate urges and hurry up and run and get to this, or you could be patient, be willing to let go of some of those urges that you have forever, right? Stick to the script and be set for life, set in the way that you want for life, and control your destiny. And that is the thing. I'm not saying that you can't indulge to a certain extent and can't have fun, but ultimately that is the constant, right? Because you have the Justice and then you have the Queen of Wands. That is the constant weighing out of the two things that for you, right? For anyone, it's the same thing as getting rich. It's like, you have $5,000, for example. I don't have $5,000. I wish. But you have two examples, right? No, excuse me, two choices. You could either spend the $5,000 on just the things that you want, but you have things already, right? Or you can go ahead and actually choose to invest it or place the cash into different areas, which will help grow your money, right? And respectfully, some people will decide to still go and spend certain things. It is what it is, right? It happens. While at the same time, others will be like, you know what, let me actually put this up by putting it into a place that actually grows the money for me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's this constant weighing out for you Leos, where it's like you're understanding one of the other accoutrements of prosperity, which is the urge to just do anything, whatever. And that's why you have the right? That's why you have Libras. That's why you have the Justice, right? The weighing out of those scenarios where it's like you can do a little bit, you can do indulging, but is it too much versus what it is that you're hoping to, what you want to accomplish. So now you have the Queen of Wands, which represents here, and whatever. And the thing about it is that the Justice and the Queen of Wands is paramount of the relationship, paramount of the reading, because it represents no matter what it is that you choose, there is good and bad consequences. No matter what it is that you choose, regardless of if you Leos choose to stay focused or if you Leos decide to indulge, there's choices and things happening no matter what it is that you pick. Ultimately, it's saying that you have control of your own destiny, and it's up to you at this point. So very existential, powerful things happening with you Leos, because it's saying that you Leos have opportunities around you in which you could basically, put your money into, which will help you grow, or you can choose to party some of that money away. What it's saying is that it's up to you, and regardless of where you end up, right, accountability will be had, because it's 100% up to you. Let's clarify the Justice. King of Michael, the Decision, the Chariot, Two of Gabriel, the Eight of Raphael. Again, to clarify the Justice, right? Weighing out the King of Michael, the Decision, the Chariot. A lot of you Leos are going to choose to stay disciplined. And again, save it, put the money up into a place, whether it's whatever, however you make your money grow, right? In the places that will make your cash flow grow, which will help you out, and forego immediate fun, right? The Two of Gabriel, the Eight of Raphael. Other people may not like it. Other people will try to tell you that you're being stupid and you got to live your life and live it up. But you Leos have a plan, and a lot of you Leos are smarter than that. That it's, having abundance is about taking a little bit today, but letting the majority of basically living a little bit today, right? By taking a little bit today, but having an abundance tomorrow. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. I'm at 21,716 subscribers. I'm glad that a lot of you Leos have figured it out. A lot of you Leos understand that you look at life that way, because it is, believe it or not, it is going to help you, while other people, because the majority of the times when people get their paycheck or whatever, they actually, the same day, the majority of their paycheck is done, because they immediately go party with it. Luckily, people like you and me were never really good club goers. I don't go to clubs and none of that stuff. A lot of you Leos probably didn't go to clubs. Y'all probably invested in your money, which is probably the reason why it is that you have so much of it. So it's saying keep foregoing the immediate fun. Keep forgetting about it and keep doing your thing. You're on the right track. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, the link to that is in the comment section below. It's called the Linktree link, right? It's where you can find my books. It's where you can get personal readings from me. Is the Linktree link, right? Drops down and has a menu of all that, the services that I bring. Appreciate you. Peace. Come through and get a reading.